Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to this series that I have created called Ego Trip, the border between finding your self-esteem and your self-respect and self-destruction. As you know, as we all know, there's so much about how the ego destroys things. We see it happening all around us, right? We see it when people are in power and the power goes to their head, right? We see when things happen in a way that we feel like are out of our control. We see people clinging to trying to make things work. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the energy of control. Hi, Martin. So happy that you're joining us. Hi, Becky. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, guys. So we're going to talk about control today, right? The energy of control, and control as it stands as a form of ego, right? So let's focus in and let's imagine these places in our life that we are trying to exude control. Remember, the energy of control is an energy that it usually comes with some beliefs, like it needs to be my way to be right, or my way or the highway, or I know better. These are all energies. These are all beliefs that are attributed to the energy of control. So I want us to go and I want us to look within our own lives and think about where in our life we're exerting this energy. Where are you exerting this energy of, I must be in control? Control must be mine. I will do what I need to do at any cost, including let people know that this is the way that things absolutely should be. So let's take a second and think about a place in your life that maybe you're not in control, that you think if you exerted control, it would be a completely different life experience for you. Okay? So go in, and I want you to imagine where this is. And perhaps you're in an environment in which you feel like there's nothing you can do. And you're witnessing it and you're watching it all unravel. I had a beautiful session this morning with a client who really inspired this afternoon's workshop. And what this person was communicating to me was that they kept saying, I have no control, I have no control, I have no control, I have no control. This one is taking advantage of me. This is what's happening here. That's taking advantage of me. This is pulling my energy. Where do you feel like you have no control? I will tell you a moment right now that I'm having where I feel I have no control. I feel like I have no control because I'm having a really hard time connecting to the internet. And you don't realize how dependent you are on these things until you absolutely have to have them. I like to keep my commitments to you. I like to uphold my commitments to both my students and my clients. And I have a virtual business, and my virtual business is done and relies and depends on Wi-Fi, right? It relies and it depends on a strong connection. And I don't have it. I don't have it at all. And I'm struggling with this. And it's creating this point of frustration and opposition within me that I get so worked up, right? And I get so angry and frustrated. But why? And so this morning, in this maelstrom of trying to figure this out, I just centered myself and I said, Creator, show me what needs to happen to get this done. What will it take? What will it take to get this done? And I just heard, you've got to do things a little bit differently. So I grabbed my phone and I went to the best possible spot where I could find a connection using my phone service as opposed to my Wi-Fi. And here we are. So when we allow ourselves to let go and be open to what comes next, instead of being so focused on how we don't have control and how we need to control that immediate person, place, thing, or situation in our life. Once we shift our energy and we say, Creator, so this isn't working out how I imagined, or this isn't what I was hoping to accomplish or achieve, or even this is not what I wanted to experience in my life. This is not the divine energy of love and joy and appreciation and acceptance right now. So what can I do differently? Sometimes it's understanding and really, really accepting that you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be in this place and this time doing this exact thing. You're just not supposed to. Or things are supposed to be a lot differently. We, in our controlling way, think that we always know what is right. We know what's right for ourselves. We know what's right for our kids. We know what's right for our environment. We know what's right for, our career, our business. We know what's right. But the truth is, guys, the creator of all that is knows better than you. The creator of all that is knows better than us. And so in that space of understanding and recognizing that there is a higher power, and we transfer all of that energy of having to be in control to that higher power, and trusting the belief that we have the trust that the higher power is going to allow us to be led in the direction that we need to be led in, then all of a sudden, things begin to absolutely magically open up and reveal themselves to us in a way that we would have never known and imagined possible. Okay? So I want you to imagine this place in your life, this moment in your life, this thing that's going on in your life in which you feel like you have zero control, like there's nothing that you can do, that it's not working out how you want it to work out, okay? Now I want you to evaluate that from a meta perspective, meaning I want you to look at yourself in that environment, right? All of a sudden what comes up is, when we have kids and they're in their playroom and they're playing and they've got all that, stuff going on, and it's a disaster. Toys are everywhere. Maybe they've written on the walls or whatever. And you're standing at the door and you're observing all of this. And there are two thoughts that go on in your head. One is, wow, they're so beautiful. They're having so much fun. Or you go to, oh my God, I have to fix this right now. I have to change this right now. This is horrible. This is a disaster. What am I going to do? But you choose. Usually when it's a child of our own, we look at the child and we say, he's having fun. He's learning something. He's going through his process. I can teach him about being neat and tidy or clean later. And then you inject an energy of love into this child, into this situation, and all of a sudden, your need to control this environment is released. So what I want to do is I want you to imagine that you are in that space where you feel you're observing things out of control. You're observing yourself from the higher perspective. You're observing from the higher perspective, and you see yourself in that place that you feel like you have no control. Now, I want you to imagine yourself, your higher self, watching in on you. And I want you to envision, just like we know that the Creator envisions us and knows higher understanding, look from the higher perspective at what you're learning from this situation. What could you let go of in order to release yourself, to be free, to be open to so much more? What could you do? How could that translate for you? What would that look like? And then just like as that adult looks on upon that kid and says, I love you. We'll get through it together. We'll pick up the toys later, as long as you don't hurt yourself. Inject that energy that you would have to a child, to yourself, and how the Creator looks at us and gives to us that same kind of love. And as you do that, you can start to say, okay, this is but a speck of time. This is but a speck of moment. And we can release ourselves. We can release our ego from thinking that it always knows better. We can release our ego from thinking that the way that we see the world is the only way to see the world. We can release our ego from thinking, if I don't do it, nobody else will. We can make the space to allow the Creator to come in and really, 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 really help awaken ourselves to a greater understanding and a greater perspective. see huge miracles happening for you, for us. I see huge miracles happening for us when this happens. You know, my teacher, the Rav Berg, may his memory always be a blessing, always used to say, people who complain publicize their own stupidity. And I was like 27 when I heard this. And I was like, that's a really, really interesting thing. And then I started to think about it. And I started to think about all the places in my life that I complained. I complained about things that weren't working, right? I complained because, you know, I wasn't I wasn't in this friend group, or I wasn't getting that audition, or I wasn't doing this, or I wasn't doing that. So even though I never associated myself with being a complainer, I started to see where all the places in my life that I complained. And so here I am, I'm always complaining to the creator, complaining to myself, complaining to my friends, complain. So I asked, I said, you know, what's the Rav mean when he says people who complain publicize their own stupidity? We publicize our own stupidity because that says that we're too chicken to do anything about it. That we're too weak to do anything about the situation, to change the situation. So if you're not getting the results from that which you think you're trying to control, you've got to change the situation. You've got to transform. We've got to transform that opportunity to say, okay, you know what? This isn't working out. This isn't in alignment. I know the creator is in control. I know the higher power is in control. I'm going to release myself and I'm going to make another choice. You are always being guided by the creator, my friends. Always, non-stop. You are always connected. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where, how, what you're thinking, what you're doing. There is no separation. So allowing ourselves to feel and be enlivened and awakened by that knowing gives us such an inner peace. It gives us such a pure ability to be able to truly, truly go with the flow and allow magic to unfold in our lives. I've shared with many of you that I felt really completely unsettled in where I'm living and what I'm doing, and I'm very happy with what I'm doing, but with my living environment, and you know, things are starting to reveal themselves to me, and I, you know, start to think it has to be this way, or it has to be that way, it has to be this way. But I started to have these awakenings and these knowings, and as I release myself more and more over to the creator, to what I should be doing and where I should go, and what environment my energy can be best served in, things begin to magically appear. Magically appear. And so what we want to do today, my friends, in our meditation, is we want to take all of this incredible energy and this incredible knowing and apply it to our lives right now. We are right now in the sign of Leo, which is the most controlling sign in the planet. I'm sorry, it's the most controlling sign in the constellation. It's ruled by the sun. And as we know, the sun insists that everything revolves around it, right? It does. Without the sun, we wouldn't be able to survive. So the Leos also think that without them, you wouldn't be able to survive. It's nice, really. Really, if you meet true Leos, like, this is their thing. Like, you know, what would the world be without Leos? Thank God we have them, you know? And so during this month, we all have a taste of that. We all have a taste of that Leo energy. But we want to allow it to work for us. So we do want to believe, like, how would the world exist without us? But as the Talmud says, we also want to know that we are nothing but a speck of dust, right? So on one hand, the entire world is created for you. But on the other hand, we're just a speck of dust. It's the balance somewhere between that we want to operate from at all times to be able to receive all of these blessings that the Creator has for us that we can't even see. So let's open up our eyes, our spiritual eyes, our third eye, to awaken ourselves to seeing so much more of what we want and what we know divinely within us we deserve, because it is a divine human right that we are all happy, that we are healthy, that we are safe, that we are protected, and that we are abundant and joyous. It is a divine human right. Everyone has this right. But the minute we start to think that the controlling aspect, right? Like, oh, I have to figure out how I can have that light, that energy, that joy, that happiness. And in some way, we're saying, no, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll figure it out. And from that perspective, we're not allowing the energy to come in and actually can help us do it. Yes, we need to take actions. Yes, we need to do it. But we need to be open. Okay? So let's dive in. Let's open our third eye. Let's open our heart. And for today, because we're working with the ego and we're working with self-esteem, I want us to focus on our solar plexus. So our solar plexus is right below our sternum, right? Our solar plexus chakra is the chakra of our self-worth, of our self-confidence. It's how we show up in the world. By no coincidence of its own, it is this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful yellow-orange color. And it radiates the same way that the sun does. So I want us to take 3 deep breaths. And as we do our 3 deep breaths, we're going to go into our solar plexus, okay? So in through the nose, all the way to the solar plexus, all the way to the solar plexus, and exhale. Exhale out through your solar plexus. In through the nose, in through the nose, through the solar plexus, through the solar plexus, through the solar plexus. Exhale through the solar plexus. In through the nose, breathing into the solar plexus. Exhale out of the solar plexus. And as you do that, you can see that ball of light that is your solar plexus energy expand. I want you to witness that energy expanding out past you, expanding out past the city and the town and the state that you're in. See that fire, that your own personal sun. See those rays extend out past this physical world, recognizing that you are a part of this physical world. And now allow yourself to extend out past that energy, out into space, past different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way. Allow yourself to expand out past that until you come to the spiritual dimensions outside the physical realms of the universe. And you can see different layers of light, some dark, but you keep expanding out past that, out past there. So you come to this beautiful golden-like layer that feels like knowledge and wisdom, and you pass through this layer until you come to this beautiful, beautiful jelly-like substance layer, which feels almost palpable and like liquid. You pass through this layer and immediately envelop a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And as this beautiful, self-confident, healing energy ascends up into the world, it radiates with compassion. And as it takes on that energy of compassion, immediately we're catapulted into the plane of creation, the plane of all that is, the plane of every atom and molecule that's existed since the beginning of time. In my spiritual practice, we know and understand that the only thing that separates us between what we really want and what we have in our life are limiting subconscious beliefs. I feel like there's a lot of new people that are joining us today, so I wanted to introduce you to this modality called theta healing. And through this meditation that I just guided you through, you're in a theta brain state. And in this state, I'm going to ask the Creator and ask the universe and ask your different guides and angels for different programs and beliefs that we can download into you, into your subconscious, into your spiritual body, so that you can create a different experience for yourself, a different experience for your life that can change immediately. Okay? So just hold this space, enjoy this vibration, and I'm going to ask for what downloads we need. And all you have to do is say yes to receive them. Okay? It is best that we do say it out loud, I have found. So make sure that you're saying yes out loud to receive these downloads. So would you like the Creator's definition and highest perspective and understanding of what it feels like to have self-respect? To have self-respect in every cell of your body, and to have discernment between self-respect and ego. If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to know how to keep your ego in check? And that you know how to monitor yourself and be a meta-human so that you can observe yourself from a higher perspective here in this physical realm. If you would like that power, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to, when to, where to, and that it's safe for you to hold on to your power and not give your power over to people, places, and situations that steal your light and steal your energy? If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know how to expand your power out through all of that while holding your own space? This is a very, very, very important practice. So not imploding and not shutting yourself down, but expanding your beautiful energy, expanding your light, expanding your joy, expanding your happiness farther and farther and farther and farther and farther out, so that everything that comes in touch with your vibration just melts with ease, with love, and with compassion. Would you like the Creator's definition, the highest definition and understanding of the virtue of control, recognizing control from a higher perspective and how we can allow the Creator to be in control of our life? If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to, when to, where to persevere through those moments when you feel you have no control, to persevere and to let go and release yourself into the flow of the universe, to allow the Creator to come in and show you blessings and miracles beyond your logic and understanding? If you would like that, say yes. Interesting. So something is coming up that a lot of us don't want to admit, that we have these things. So would you like to forgive yourself for holding yourself so hostage? You're holding yourself hostage to these energies. And we want you to know that you're human. You're human, my friend. You're human. You're safe. We're all human. In this third dimension, we've constructed this human reality in which we are experiencing pain and pleasure simultaneously. So you're human. It's okay. It's okay, my friends. It's okay to admit that we are wrong. It's okay to admit that we don't know. It's okay to allow ourselves to be in a place to receive greater than we knew, because ultimately we didn't really know. Would you like to know that you're safe to be that vulnerable towards yourself? To be that vulnerable towards the Creator of all that is, so you can open up your heart and open up every cell of your body to receiving this incredibly magical energy from the cosmos? If you'd like that, say yes. Each one of you, I feel your vibration, and each one of you is incredibly strong and incredibly powerful. Some of us are not using our energies to the highest and best way possible, right? And that's okay too. So can we recall back all those soul fragments that you've lost through anger, through fear, through frustration, both towards others and towards ourselves? So recapturing those sparks of light that we gave over, reclaiming our power from those moments, and allowing a complete healing to be done on every person, place, and situation that has come into our experience to teach us those valuable life lessons. Can we do that? Many of you feel bombarded. I hear a stampede. I literally hear a stampede of like buffalo, and they're like chasing after you. And this is the energy that you feel. You feel like this energy is chasing after you. It's chasing after you. And it's chasing after you. And then all of a sudden, what I see happen is I see you stopping. And you know what happens? All the buffalo go around you. They don't pounce on you. They go around you. And you stay centered in the eye of the storm, unbreakable and unshakable. And guess what? Finally, the herd passes. And you turn around and you watch it pass. And you see in the distance that you're protected and that you're safe and that you're here and now in the present. Would you like to know what it feels like to hold that vibration, and no matter what stampede you feel of energy is going on around you, that you know how to remain centered and grounded? If you would like that, say yes. Beautiful. And now all this energy that we've accumulated today, my friends, can we download you with what it feels like and that you know how to do this, how to move with this energy with love and with compassion, and how to step into this new powerful experience in your life, love and compassion. Would you like to know that you are love and compassion, and that you are unconditional love and compassion, and that knowing and feeling that vibration in every cell of your body reverberates and brings back in to your body that energy of compassion and unconditional love. Last but not least, so I have your permission to ground you here into this third plane dimension, that you know how to take all this energy with you and actually see it manifest in your life. If you'd like that, say yes. I just hear that we want to download you with what it feels like, and that you know how to embrace change. Okay? Embrace change with ease and joy and glory. If you'd like that, say yes. Amazing. So I want to radiate this energy to you all. I'm sending you all vibration of self-confidence and self-love. Beautiful. When you're finished, what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands over your eyes. Remember, our eyes are the windows to our soul. And open your eyes and allow the cells of your body to be infused with that magical energy. And then you can put your palms down. You guys are amazing. I felt your energy so much. Thank you. That was very, very powerful. I appreciate the openness with which you shared. I appreciate you really going there and doing it and really being open. This is how we grow, and this is how we grow together. Nobody is alone. We're all in this together. Okay? Yes, thank you so much, Becky, for sharing our link tree. So if you guys enjoyed this meditation is called a theta healing meditation. It is my primary practice in my spiritual journey. It kind of came into my life and changed my life entirely about 5 years ago. And now I have the great blessing of having been trained by Vianna Steibel, the founder of Theta Healing, and I am now teaching Theta Healing. So if you would like to learn any more, if you'd like to learn more about our classes, Bex, she posted the link to our link tree, which has links that you can learn about our classes. You can go to our website, which is almost done. We should be done with our website pretty soon, but there's enough there that you can explore and play with. And thank you to my amazing and beautiful partner, Guillermo, who is here. His team actually created all of that for me. And so if you want to learn more about Theta Healing, go to my website, click the courses, course registration. You can learn all about Theta Healing there from my courses. We have our next basic class online from Orlando, probably, I think. Let's see where the energy takes us, is going to be beginning on September 10th. So if you'd like to take that class, we'd love to have you. If any of you are already Dig Deeper instructor, or I'm sorry, if you're already Theta Healing, if you've already done basic and advanced, you are more than welcome to sign up for my 3rd level Dig Deeper course, which starts on Monday. I'm very excited about that. And then also, if you've completed Dig Deeper, then you're eligible to take Manifesting in Abundance, which is my favorite course ever because I love to manifest. So thank you guys so much. If you want to learn more about what we're doing, go visit our website, visit our link tree. Reach out, ask away. I'm happy to hear, happy to help, happy to answer questions. Hi, Joanna from Greece. I love you. I love you all. I thank you again, and we will see you. Thank you, Tony, for joining us. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And Kesela, thank you for joining us as well. All these people from all over the world. Baruch Hashem. The manifestation of a dream. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day.